The most expensive thing you own is probably sitting in your driveway right now, and you're paying someone else's mortgage with it. Okay, I need you to stay with me for the next 30 seconds, because what I'm about to show you is going to make you feel a very specific kind of stupid. The kind where you weren't dumb, you just didn't have the information, and once you have it, you can't unsee it. Here's the setup. The average American car payment right now is $735 a month. That's for a new car. Used car? Still $520. And that number doesn't include insurance, gas, maintenance, registration, or the quiet existential dread of watching your net worth evaporate every time you pull out of the dealership. Now here's the part that should bother you. You are not just spending that money. You are trading it. You are handing it to a depreciation machine and getting nothing back. While the people who figured this out 30 years ago are sitting on investment portfolios funded almost entirely by the money you just handed to Toyota. So let's actually run the math, because the number at the end of this is genuinely going to make you angry. Let's start with a completely average scenario. You're 28, you buy a new car, $30,000. You put nothing down, because the dealer told you zero down was a great deal, which is the financial equivalent of a dentist telling you candy is good for your teeth. You finance it at 7% over 60 months. Your payment is $594 a month. You do this for the rest of your driving life, trading up to a new car every 5 years like a responsible adult who definitely has their life together. Here's what that costs you over 40 years of driving, not counting insurance, not counting gas, just the payments. $285,000. Gone. To a machine that goes down in value the second you drive it. But that's not the real number. That's not even close to the real number, because we haven't counted what that money could have done instead. That's where it gets brutal. And I mean that literally, because if you had invested that same $594 a month instead of sending it to a car payment, want to know what you'd have? $594 a month invested in a basic S&P 500 index fund, historically returning around 10% annually over 40 years. $3.1 million. I'll let that sit there. You didn't need a side hustle. You didn't need to pick the right stocks. You didn't need a trust fund or a wealthy uncle or a crypto bet that actually paid off. You just needed to not pay for a car the way the dealership taught you to pay for a car. But here's the part that really twists the knife, because it's not just the money, it's the identity. We've been sold this idea, and I mean actively, aggressively sold, that your car says something about you, that the car in your driveway communicates your success, your taste, your arrival. Car commercials don't show you the loan papers. They show you driving through a canyon at golden hour looking like someone who has never once stressed about money. You know what actually communicates financial success? Having money. And before you say, "But Max, I need a reliable car." Yes, you do. And I'm going to show you exactly how to have one without lighting your wealth on fire. But first, we need to talk about something even worse than the payment itself. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it loses between 15 and 20% of its value. Not over time, immediately, that day. You haven't even made your first payment and you already owe more than the thing is worth. That's called being underwater, and it's not a metaphor. It's a financial position where you can't sell the car for what you owe on it. You are trapped. And the dealers know this, which is why they built an entire product around it called gap insurance, which is insurance for the gap between what your car is worth and what you owe. You are literally buying insurance because the product they sold you immediately became worth less than the debt they put you in. Read that sentence again, slowly. That is not a feature, that is a warning. Now combine that with the interest you're paying. On a $30,000 loan at 7% over 5 years, you pay an additional $5,600 in pure interest. And we haven't even gotten to the part that your insurance company doesn't want you doing the math on. Full coverage insurance on a new car. National average, $2,300 a year, so $192 a month on top of your payment. Gas. If you're driving an average of 15,000 miles a year at 28 miles per gallon, and gas is around $3.50 a gallon, that's another $1,875 a year, $156 a month. Maintenance. Oil changes, tires, brakes, average $1,200 a year on a newer vehicle, $100 a month. $1,042 a month to get from point A to point B. That is not transportation. That is a second rent payment. And unlike rent, it comes with the bonus of being worth less every single month you own it. Now I want you to picture the person driving the 10-year-old Honda Civic, the one you maybe felt a little sorry for at the stoplight. No car payment. Insurance drops to around $900 a year. No depreciation cliff. They're paying maybe $250 a month all in for transportation. They are not behind. They are winning, quietly, while you finance their future. Okay, now for the part where Max stops roasting you and actually tells you what to do about it. Because there is a framework here, a specific one, and it works even if you're already locked into a payment right now. Let me give you the Wealthy Millennial Car Framework. 3 rules. That's it. Rule 1. Never finance more than you can pay off in 36 months. The industry standard is 60 to 84 months because longer terms mean lower monthly payments, which means you say yes. But longer terms also mean you're paying interest on a car that's worth half what you paid for it by the time you're done. 36 months, max. If the payment doesn't fit at 36 months, the car doesn't fit your budget. Rule 2. The 10-20 rule for cars. The purchase price of your car should not exceed 10% of your annual gross income, and your total monthly transportation cost, payment, insurance, gas, maintenance, should not exceed 20% of your monthly take-home pay. If you make $60,000 a year, your car should cost no more than $6,000. Yes, I know, but keep watching. Rule 3. Buy one model year used. A 1-year-old used car has already absorbed the biggest depreciation hit, that first year 20% drop, but it still has years of reliable life left. You let someone else take the depreciation punch, then you step in. But here's where I need to address the thing everyone is thinking right now, because I know the objection in your head word for word. But Max, I need a reliable car for work. Totally valid. A 3-year-old Toyota Camry or Honda Civic with 30,000 miles is one of the most statistically reliable vehicles on the planet. It will not strand you. Consumer Reports has been saying this for 20 years. Reliability is not a new car thing. It's a maintenance thing. But Max, what about safety features? Modern safety standards mean even vehicles from 5 to 7 years ago have automatic emergency braking, lane assist, backup cameras, the features that actually matter. You don't need the 2026 model for the 2026 safety standards. But Max, I'm already locked into a car payment right now. Okay, here's the play. You don't panic. You run out the loan. You stop the cycle after this vehicle. You drive that car until the wheels fall off. Because a paid-off car is the most powerful financial tool you have. No payment means instant reinvestment of that $594 a month starting day 1 of payoff. You don't need to have made the right decision 5 years ago. You need to make the right decision 5 years from now. And now for the reframe that actually changes the way you see every car purchase for the rest of your life. Here's the thing nobody talks about. The car you drive isn't just a financial decision. It's a statement about what you value. And for most of us, we were taught, by ads, by culture, by watching our parents, that a nicer car means you're doing better. That upgrading your vehicle is a reward for hard work. But here's the reframe. What if the reward for hard work wasn't a car that goes down in value? What if the reward was freedom, options, the ability to quit a job you hate because you have 12 months of expenses saved, the ability to say yes to an opportunity because you have capital, the ability to retire early because you didn't light $3 million on fire in a parking lot? The person driving the beat-up Honda isn't behind. They just decided that freedom was worth more than appearances. And I don't know about you, but I've never seen a new car payment buy anyone their time back. So let's talk about what to actually do this week. Specific steps, because information without action is just trivia. All right, here's your action plan. 5 steps. Do these this week. Step 1. Calculate your real number. Add up your car payment, insurance, gas, and maintenance right now. Not your payment, your actual monthly transportation cost. Most people have no idea what this number is and are genuinely shocked when they see it. Step 2. Run the investment comparison. Google compound interest calculator. Put in your monthly car cost. 10% return, 40 years. Let the number make you feel something. Screenshot it. Put it somewhere you'll see it. Step 3. Commit to the next vehicle being used. You don't have to do anything dramatic today. Just make the decision about the next car before you're standing in a dealership at 8 p.m. on a Saturday after a test drive, surrounded by leather and floor mats and a very friendly salesman. Step 4. If you have a payment right now, stop the upgrade cycle. Drive it to 150,000 miles. Every month after payoff is a free month of investment contributions. Step 5. Open a brokerage account today if you don't have one. Even if it's $50. The habit is what matters, not the amount. Look, nobody's judging what car you drive. Max definitely isn't. Max drove a 2009 Civic with a cracked bumper until 2022, and that cracked bumper funded a Roth IRA. Just saying. The point isn't that cars are bad. The point is that the way most people buy cars is a wealth-destroying system dressed up as a monthly payment, and once you see it that way, you can't unsee it. If this video made you do the math, drop your number in the comments. What's your actual monthly transportation cost? I want to see it. And if you want to see the next video in this series, because we're just getting started on the systems that are quietly draining millennial wealth, hit subscribe. Max will be here, probably driving a used car.